Here is our moment of truth, peeps. Let's all figure this out together because I don't know if this is going to work. Let's take a look. Volume, baby, look at that. What in the hell? I'm telling you what, that was the biggest pain in my ass I've ever had in my entire motherflippin' life. Hi everyone, welcome back. It is Rodney, and we are going to do another one because we found something really interesting. And we figured it is worth sharing to the world. Now, when we look at this here phone, it looks like a normal iPhone 6s Plus. But if you will recall my last video down the rabbit hole, oh my god dang, this sucking phone, this peel, it is causing me trouble. Okay, but we fixed all that stuff, and then a couple of days later, after giving it back to the other shop and letting them put everything back together, this phone developed a brand new problem, and I'm going to show you what that problem is. That problem is when you push this button here, it says headphones. Now, can you see headphones? That does. It says headphones. Let's push that button again. Headphones. And it will not come out of headphones. Now, you might normally think that headphones, oh, Mr. Rodney, you're an idiot. All you need to do is just rip and replace that right there charge port. Well, you know what, sucker? I already did. And you know what, sucker? This is the result. It still says headphones. So, what we did was we got clever and we said, well, what is going on? And we took out this speaker and that whole camera assembly. See, that's all gone. And it still says no god darn with headphones. And we cannot get the speakers or nothing to work. So I went a little bit deeper and I started looking and I started poking, and I am going to show you the solution to getting the headphones to disappear. Now, I ain't fixed this yet, but I think I know where the issue lies, and that is what we is going to tackle right now. So, under the scope we go. Under that scope. All right, let's back out if we can and pluck that connector free. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take a couple of diode readings. Now, since I already took them, I'm just going to make it easy for you all following along. And if we look right down here, you'll see that little black row, right? That little guy right there. Let's see if I can get you looking at him. Right, see those little, you can't see nothing. This camera, I tell you what, we're getting another one. That Nate guy, he needs to just spring for a good darn camera. Okay, well anyway, what I did was I went over to Easy Draw. Let's see if I can show you Easy Draw. All right, there it is, and let's back out of that. Okay, so looking down here at this connector, this is what I was finally doing after all of my researching. And we all know that we can find problems using diode mode. So looking at that connector, that is the 8th pin down. So let's go back under and let's count down 8 pins. So red on ground and black goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's touch it. And on my, what? I got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, son of a gun, I am getting a good darn diode reading. 9. Getting a good darn diode reading. Well, that makes no stinking sense, because just a few minutes ago, that sucker was not giving me a good diode reading. So let's just try something here. Well, I'll be god danged. Oh, I think I did figure it out. I am gonna try something clever. Look at that. Nope, that ain't working. Well, I will be golly god danged. I thought this was gonna be a good one, but what is happening is now I'm getting a good reading. So, since I already know, if we look down here, if you can see, this little guy right there is loose. He is like a loose tooth on a 5-year-old. He is just hanging on and ready to get plucked. So what we're gonna do is we're going to try to clean him up and put him back and see if we can make this work again. I'm just a little bit afraid to get down in there and do too crazy things because I don't want that to go to hell on me. That is one tiny little fella. All right, we got that little dude back in. He's a tiny bit crooked, but that is all right because we now have good diode readings, and we is gonna try this again. Let's go back under my hands. Here we go. Now, god dang, that did not work. It still says headphones. What in the heck is going on here? Well, this was the one that was giving me bad readings, and I'm now getting good readings. So I'm getting a different diode reading. On my other one, I'm getting like 600 and something, and on my donor, I'm getting 300. So let's just try something real quick like. We are gonna repeal this little guy. Just straight up throw him away, and we are gonna replace him with another one. That is really weird. 6, that's the same damn reading I had before. That little dude is connected good. Well, let's test it. God dang, we still got headphones. What are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna come back to this one later. Okay, well, let me get you all caught up what's going on here. So, we know that we ain't got no speakers working because the headphones are like saying it's plugged in, right? So, we checked a new charging port, and that did not fix it. And then we fixed this little tiny diode dude right down here, and that didn't fix it. So the only other place that there was to check the fuses here, and both filters is good. And then the only other place is to check that audio IC. So what we did here was we got excited, and we grabbed some heat and some tweezers, and then we repealed that baby like it was a bad piece of legislation, and we are gonna replace it with a donor. Now, let's head on under that scope. I already did get my chip off. I already got another one, and yeah, we just got to clean this up here, and then we are going to put that new chip down and test it again together. All right, that looks all right. Let's flip this guy around and put his chip on. All right, we got that guy on. Let's give it a quick spit shine. And let's test it. I'm just gonna check that diode reading real quick. God damn, it did not work. It still says headphones. Look at that. Well, all stinking right. Holy hell. I am going to tell you what. I have been beating my head on this here stinking iPhone for some time. It has been hours since I paused my recording, and I have been giving my life to this thing. But now, we is going to think we figured it out. And I'm going to show you all, just in case someone ain't never seen this before. Holy hell. I hope this works, because if it does, I will go home and sleep good. If it don't, I'm going to go home and drink myself to a slumber. So, let me show you what we've been looking at. We are looking at a phone that has a problem thinking that it's plugged into headphones, and it just ain't. We even put a brand new dock, and that didn't fix it. We we came around yonder over here. That's, which one's my donor? All right, that's my donor. Let me get that out of the way. All right, so we came down on over here and we were hunting, and we found a Zener diode that was out, so we fixed him and we took a donor, we put him back. I think y'all seen that. And then we're like, what the hell, it ain't working. So we came over and we swapped out the audios thing here, and it still didn't work. And I took all my voltages, all my diode readings on a good board, and I compared them to my bad board, and I can't find nothing wrong. Every sinking one of these suckers is identical. So I had to take it down another level. And I wanted to find out how many ohms to ground is on this here pin number 5 coming down. Let me pull up ZXW. Anyway, it don't matter. I'll show you in a minute. So on my donor board, I was getting 25 million ohms to ground. And on my board, I was getting 1.5. So 25 million and 1.5 million is a pretty big difference. And the only thing on that line, look at this. Oh hell, where'd he go? Red alert. That little guy right there. H-phone to codec detect con. Now, what the con was I didn't know that what the hell it was supposed to be for ohms to ground. So what I did was, because the only thing on this line is that capacitor, that resistor, and that little red dot right there, that little guy, and then on the other side of this here resistor, when you click him, he only goes to one place, and that one place is over here, right there. Look at that, one teeny tiny little spot. That was how come I changed out that stinking audio IC or whatever it is, and it didn't work. And so I hunting, and here is what I think I found. Right down here, this tiny little capacitor, he is a little bit bad. Like, he tests good, he still shows open line, but he was only given 1.5 million ohms to ground. So what we did, let's look under the microscope, because someone might benefit. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get down under here. Now I'm gonna zoom out so you can see. I bent this shield back a bit because I was getting, I was trying to get down under here and measure them little itty bitty tiny dudes right down in there. So I had to get some of that shield out. But look at that right there. I'm gonna clean it. All right, now that is the resistor and the capacitor that was in question. Now, I have taken it off the board. Now this is my patient. This is the real deal here. And I go red probe on my target and my black probe on my ground. And check this out. I removed that capacitor. When he was on, he was giving me 1.5. And when he is off, I am getting 1 to 8 million. So I think what that means is that little dude was actually bad. So we're gonna prep our site, and we are gonna take a donor and move it over and make this board freaking quit thinking it's got a goddamn headphone plugged in. So I'm gonna put just a touch of flux down on my board where a piece is gonna be going. Gonna set it aside and grab my donor, and we are gonna grab that right there capacitor, and we are gonna free him from the bonds of this here board and give him new life. What the hell? Let's give him just a wee touch of flux too. Sometimes you just need a tiny bit. All right, we got him out. Keep him in view. So don't want to lose this little sucker. There is our home. And let's zoom on in and gently set him in his new living quarters. All right, he looks like he is welded good. Oh yeah. Give it a quick shine. And let's test it. How many ohms do we got? All right, well, we don't have 28 million, but we sure as hell got more than 1.5. I'm gonna try something here. All right, well, it's climbing. So I don't want to sit here and wait all day for it to climb. We're gonna test it. Right after we smush this back down. Actually, we're gonna snip it. Like a little baby's toenail. All right, let's, you can see what I'm doing. Ah, what the hell, my camera's bad again? God dang it. All right, there we go. Holy hell. Yep, we are at 8 million in climbing. So I am feeling all right now about this. Let's hook up a screen so we can see what's going on. All freaking right. All right, we are hooked up enough to test. All right, that's a damn good start right there. It's always good when the Apple logo comes on. We ain't know what you're doing there right now, you know what I mean? Holy hell. Here is our moment of truth, peeps. Let's all figure this out together because I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's take a look. Volume, baby, look at that. What in the hell? I'm telling you what, that was the biggest pain in my ass I've ever had in my entire motherflipping life. I tell you what, man, holy hell. But hey man, look at what we learned. This is incredible. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. Ain't never known anybody who ever did make a video about this. So right now I'm making that damn video. And we got this thing fixed. So if you want to see your phone get fixed, give old Rodney a call, man. Tell you what, we're gonna get this sucker done, even if it is 10 hours of my life, for a whopping $40 to repair this. It's still a good deal because it keeps this dog out of the fill. You all have a great day. Thanks for watching. This is Rodney.